In this video, we will review the order of operations that is commonly used in math. This is the order in which you should solve a multiple step problem or to simplify your answer. We often use an acronym called Pemdas to help us remember in what order to do what mathematical steps. This acronym can also be remembered by remembering the sentence, "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally." If you pay attention, the first letter of each word in that sentence is a letter for Pemdas. So I will walk you through on how to use the Pemdas acronym in order to simplify an equation. The equation that we will work with today is y equals 2x times 3 minus 1 squared plus x minus 2. By going through each step of Pemdas, we'll be able to simplify the equation. The first step we will go through is using the P. Before we get started, I want to explain to you what each letter stands for in Pemdas. P stands for parentheses. E stands for exponents. M stands for multiplication. D stands for division. A stands for adding. And S stands for subtracting. If you solve or simplify an equation in this order every time, you will always solve or simplify the equation correctly. We will start with P, finding what is in the parentheses and solving that first. So, once you're solving it, anything that is not in the parentheses, it stays the same. So we're going to rewrite everything that is not in the parentheses because, like I said, it stays the same. Now, we're going to solve what's inside of the parentheses, and that will be 3 minus 1, which 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So that is the P in Pemdas. Next, we will go to the E in Pemdas, which stands for exponents. So I look into my now simplified problem, y equals 2x times 2 squared plus x minus 2. And I see if there's any exponents. I have one exponent, and that's 2 to the second power. So I'm now going to solve my equation with 2 to the second power being simplified. So once again, anything that is not part of the exponent will stay the same. So the y comes down, 2x stays the same, parentheses, we'll leave them there, plus x minus 2. So 2 squared is equal to 4. So the 2 squared is now replaced with the 4. And that is my exponent part of the problem. Next, we will go to the M in Pemdas. The M in Pemdas stands for multiplication. So next I see if there's any multiplication to be solved in the problem. There is. 2x parentheses 4 means I'm multiplying 2x times 4. So anything that is not multiplication, I simply rewrite. (2x) times 4 is equal to 8x. So now I've done the multiplication of the Pemdas problem. The next step, according to our order of operations, is division. So now I see if there's any division that needs to be done in my simplified problem. There is not any division. So I can go to the next step, which is A. And A stands for addition. So I next see if there's any addition to be done in this problem. There is 8x plus x. So I rewrite part of the problem that is not addition. And then I add what is the addition part. 8x plus x gives me 9x. So next, I'm to the last step of my Pemdas problem, which is S, which stands for subtraction. Now there is a subtraction sign in my equation. However, it is subtracting 9x. It is subtracting 2 from 9x. Now, since they have unlike terms, which means that I have an x and I also have a number by itself, I cannot combine those terms. So my final equation is y equals 9x minus 2. And that is the simplified version of my original equation. If you can remember that Pemdas stands for the order in which you should do each math operation when simplifying a problem, it will cause each one of your problems to be simplified in the correct way. So, P stands for parentheses. E stands for exponents. M stands for multiplication. D stands for division. A stands for addition. And S stands for subtraction. Once again, if you cannot remember the acronym PEMDAS, try to remember the funny sentence. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And each letter at the beginning of the sentence stands for what step to take and in what order. Thank you, and see you next time.